Machine Gun Kelly released a rock album. Miley Cyrus released a rock album as well. Post Malone, you should be next. Post Malone is one of my favorite artists, and I think he's one of the best, if not the best, of this current generation, because he is really good. I mean, what artist can go from rap to pop to rock like this? He is super talented, he's full of hits, and like this all wasn't enough, he also seems like a really nice person. So one of my biggest dreams in life is to be best friends with Post Malone, but that's completely off topic. The thing is that Post Malone did this amazing New Year's Eve performance where he covered some songs of Alice in Chains and Black Sabbath, and to help him out, he invited people like Slash of Guns N' Roses and Chad of Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, very basic, low vibe, nothing that would make me freak out, you know. But this is not the first time that Post Malone does something to confirm that he would be a great rock star. So for today's video, I'm gonna show you some proofs that Post Malone really should drop a rock album at some point if he's not dropping already. And just so you know, every time I had a feeling about an artist that I really like, it happens. So here's the thing, Post Malone is really young, he's pretty much my age, and we came from a generation where we grew up to rock music. So obviously we didn't get the hard rock or the grunge, for example, but we grew up to alternative, post-grunge, pop-punk, things like that, you know, and mostly MTV. So we didn't actually have the 80s and the 90s, but we did grow up listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers, Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, things like that. But when we became age enough to do our own thing, rock wasn't the main style anymore. So anyone with a little bit of intelligence would not do rock music, right? So he would do what is trending so he could get into the charts, make money, and build a fan base. I'm not saying that he's only doing what he does for fame and money, because he is a really good rapper, but what I'm saying is that it is an important point to consider, since in 2016 when he dropped his debut album Stoney, rap and pop was the main style. And I would like to add, this is a really good album, by the way. The song Leave, it's from another universe. It's completely underrated. You should listen to it right now. Not right now, save to your Spotify now, and then after the video you'll listen to it, because the thing is, I've said it in some videos before, when an artist wants to change their style, they cannot just do it out of nowhere, right? Because they have a fan base, they have a name, and at the end of the day, it is business, right? So if they want to change their style, they have to prepare the audience first. Some good examples of that are the people who completely changed their style in 2020, like Machine Gun Kelly and Miley Cyrus. Taylor Swift really dropped a folk album out of nowhere, but if you stop to think, folk and country, they are like cousins. So here, with Post Malone performing rock, we have two options. He is either preparing the audience so he can drop a rock album at some point, or he's just simply making rock music because why not? Anyways, the point here is not if Post Malone is gonna drop a rock album at some point or not, because he will. He will. I said that about Miley Cyrus for 10 years and it happened. Hopefully he's not gonna take a decade to do that, because that's a lot. At the VMAs of 2018, Post Malone did this amazing performance of one of his most popular songs, Rockstar. But it ended up as a mashup of Dream On by Aerosmith. Now, it's really interesting to notice that I wasn't very into Post Malone until that day. The thing is that I watched the VMAs of that year because I wanted to see Aerosmith, and to me, the coolest part of it all is that a lot of people watched the VMAs that year because of the same reason, but in opposite ways. They wanted to see Post Malone, but they ended up seeing Aerosmith as well. And this, dude, this is so cool, because it's an exchange of generations. Isn't it cool? Post Malone made this really cool performance of his song Stay off his first album Stoney, and he also performed Rockstar off his second album Beer Bombs and Bentleys. And he also performed Dark Necessities by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Dark Necessities is my favorite song of all time, and when I saw that I was like, life is all about that. Now you're like, wow, that's so random and etc, but it's important to notice that in September of the same year, Post Malone dropped his album Hollywood's Bleeding, that is full of rock. Okay, not full, but has a lot of rock to it. So you see what I'm saying, like the linking going on? Ozzy Osbourne. I love Ozzy. We have to make a video about him at some point. Anyways, Ozzy Osbourne and Post Malone, they have a really cute friendship. And I know that when we were talking about Post Malone and Ozzy Osbourne, cute is not exactly the word that you're looking for, right? But it is. It's actually a very adorable friendship. But anyways, Ozzy Osbourne made a collab with Post Malone for his latest album, Hollywood's Bleeding. And this song that they made together, probably you've heard that before. If you didn't, you see, you have a lot of things to look for after this video, right? But just so you know, Post Malone also collabed with Ozzy Osbourne in his album as well. The album Ordinary Man was released a bit after, in February 2020. Okay, the year 2020 was disgusting, but when it comes to music, it was a good year. And one of the coolest things that happened in 2020 when it comes to music is that a lot of people started to realize what I've been saying for 2 years, that Post Malone should drop a rock album because he's actually really good at it, and people could see it by the live tribute. I never know how to pronounce this word, but he covered a whole Nirvana set list with Travis off Blink-182, by the way, and it was really good. His voice is just made for that, guys. It is. I get stressed. And another interesting thing that not everyone knows, Post Malone, he actually has been covering rock music for years now. And finally, the New Year's Eve performance that I told you about at the beginning of this video, where he played some of his songs, but he also covered a lot of rock music by Alice in Chains, Black Sabbath, and again, the people who played with him was like Slash, Shad, Guns N' Roses, Red Hot Chili Peppers. I mean, it's a vibe. Okay, so now that we have all this information, what you're gonna do, first you're gonna like this video and get subscribed to this YouTube channel, because I think this is a really good thing to do. You know, I think this helps to connect the energy, to send vibes to Post Malone for him to drop a rock album. I really think getting subscribed to my channel is gonna do that. Then you're gonna watch this performance that I told you about so you can start 2021 in a good way. And finally, you're gonna look for everything that you believe and pray every night for Post Malone dropping a rock album. That's all you can do. Or bother him, you know, like go there like, Post Malone really should drop a rock album. Oh my god, Post Malone, your voice is so cool. Why don't you drop a rock album? Guys, that's it. I hope you guys liked the video. I loved making this video. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Bye.